Far beyond Pluto, where sunlight fades into darkness, astronomers have just found something extraordinary. A frozen, reddish world moving so slowly, it takes nearly 4,000 years to orbit the sun once. They've named it Ammonite, and it might be one of the oldest, most isolated fossils of our solar system's past. But this discovery isn't just another icy rock drifting in the dark. It's a clue that could rewrite everything we thought we knew about how our planetary neighborhood was built. Because the orbit of Ammonite doesn't play by the rules. It's tilted, stretched, and unlike anything we've seen before. And the more scientists study it, the stranger the story becomes. A story that might even change what we believe about the mysterious Planet 9. But before we dive into that mystery, let's look at how this tiny world was discovered in the first place, and why its faint light from billions of kilometers away caught astronomers completely off guard. It all started with a glimmer, a single pixel of light buried deep inside telescope data. In early 2023, astronomers using Japan's Subaru telescope were scanning the sky as part of the Fossil Project, a survey designed to hunt for ancient objects that might still orbit beyond Pluto. On one of those quiet nights, their cameras caught something faint, almost invisible. It wasn't a star, it wasn't a known planet. It was moving, slowly. So slowly that at first the team thought it might just be a glitch in the data. But over the next few months, March, May, and August, the same faint speck appeared again, each time in slightly different positions. When they connected the dots, a path emerged. This object was real, and it was way out there. By July 2024, they pointed another powerful instrument, the Canada-France-Hawaii telescope, toward its predicted location. And there it was again, right where the models said it should be, still creeping along its silent route through the dark. To understand what they'd found, scientists dug through 2 decades of archived telescope images from around the world. Hidden in that old data were faint traces of the same object, captured years before anyone even knew to look. Those ghostly fingerprints allowed astronomers to reconstruct its entire orbit, nearly 20 years of slow motion across the sky. And what they discovered from that orbit changed everything, because Ammonite wasn't just far away, it was incomprehensibly far, moving on a path unlike any planet or dwarf planet we've ever known. When astronomers finally mapped Ammonite's orbit, they realized it didn't belong anywhere near the familiar planets. At its closest, it comes 71 times farther from the Sun than Earth. That's beyond Neptune, beyond Pluto, deep into the frozen frontier. But its path isn't a circle. It's a stretched out ellipse that carries it more than 430 astronomical units away at its farthest point. That's so distant, it takes Ammonite 4,000 years to complete a single lap around the sun. To put that into perspective, when the Great Pyramid of Giza was first built, Ammonite had just started the same orbit it's still finishing today. One Ammonite year spans almost all of recorded human history. And what's even stranger is that its orbit is too stable. Simulations suggest it hasn't changed for 4.5 billion years, since the birth of the solar system itself. That means Ammonite has been quietly circling out there since Earth first formed. But this ancient survivor isn't just old, it's out of place, because when scientists compared its path to other distant objects, they noticed something that shouldn't exist. Out beyond Neptune, a handful of icy bodies share a mysterious connection. They're called sednoids, cosmic outliers with stretched, tilted orbits that never come close to the sun. Until recently, only 3 were known. All of them followed paths that pointed in roughly the same direction, like debris shaped by a hidden hand. Then came Ammonite. Its orbit breaks that pattern completely. Instead of joining the others, it runs against them, tilted at a strange angle, cutting across their paths like a rebel in the dark. That one difference has massive implications. If all the sednoids were shaped by a giant unseen planet, their orbits should be aligned. But Ammonite isn't playing along. So scientists are left with 2 possibilities. Either there's no Planet 9 at all, or there's something even stranger influencing the edges of our solar system. For years, astronomers believed the strange alignment of distant objects was caused by a hidden world, a massive planet lurking far beyond Neptune. They called it Planet 9, a super-Earth, maybe 10 times heavier than our own, pulling the outer solar system into formation like a cosmic puppeteer. But Ammonite changes that story. Its orbit doesn't match the pattern Planet 9 was supposed to create. If such a planet existed nearby, Ammonite would have been nudged into a different path long ago. Yet it's still there, stable, untouched, defying the theory. So what happened? Some scientists think Planet 9 might exist, but much farther away than anyone imagined, perhaps too faint for any telescope to see. Others believe it may have been ejected billions of years ago, flung into deep space after a gravitational encounter. And then there's a third idea, one that's even more dramatic. What if a passing star billions of years ago reshaped our solar system entirely, leaving Ammonite as the evidence of that encounter? Before Ammonite shook everything up, the idea of Planet 9 wasn't just wild speculation. It came from real patterns, strange clues hidden in the orbits of distant icy worlds. Back in 2016, two Caltech astronomers, Mike Brown and Konstantin Batygin, noticed something no one could explain. A handful of objects beyond Neptune, all tilted and stretched in the same direction. It was as if something massive, lurking far beyond Pluto, was pulling them into formation. Using orbital simulations, they predicted a planet at least 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth, following a huge, elongated orbit hundreds of times farther from the Sun. If true, this world would be cold, dark, and invisible, yet powerful enough to reshape the outer solar system. For years, telescopes across the globe searched for it. Nothing. Not a single trace of reflected light. Still, the gravitational footprints were too precise to ignore. That's why Ammonite's discovery hit so hard, because if its orbit doesn't fit the pattern Planet 9 should create, then maybe the planet everyone's been hunting for was never there at all. Or worse, it's still out there, just far beyond our reach. Billions of years ago, our solar system wasn't the calm, predictable place it is today. The planets were still shifting, colliding, and being pulled by unseen forces. And somewhere during that chaos, a rogue star may have passed dangerously close enough to tug on the sun's outermost debris. Astronomers think such a flyby could explain why objects like Ammonite ended up on strange, tilted orbits. That passing star might also have scattered icy bodies across space, some becoming comets, others getting trapped as irregular moons. Even Saturn's mysterious moon Phoebe, which orbits backward, might be a leftover from that cosmic encounter. If that's true, then Ammonite isn't just a lonely rock. It's a survivor from a time when another star brushed past our own, a frozen witness to the solar system's wild youth. But if stellar encounters shaped our outer worlds, it raises a bigger question. What else could be hiding out there, in that dark frontier beyond Neptune? Every time we think we've mapped the solar system, something new appears from the darkness. Quiet, distant, and ancient. Ammonite is one of those reminders. It's small, faint, and unimaginably far away, yet it challenges everything we thought we knew about how our cosmic home was built. Its lonely orbit tells a story older than Earth itself, of violent beginnings, lost worlds, and maybe even vanished planets. It suggests that the edge of our solar system isn't a boundary, but a door to something far more complex. Maybe Planet 9 is still out there, hidden in the shadows. Or maybe the truth is stranger, that the chaos of passing stars and ancient collisions shaped the worlds we see today. Either way, Ammonite proves one thing. The solar system is still evolving, still surprising us, still holding secrets that no telescope has yet revealed. And if a single icy fossil can rewrite our cosmic history, what else might be waiting beyond the light of the sun? The universe is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to explore the next one, and tell me in the comments what you think is hiding beyond Neptune.